Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In the first game of this year's World Series, Yu Darvish won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter, helping the Cubs get by the Indians 7-2. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Greg Maddux will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Two and one to Jose Ramirez. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Now the Cubbies will get. Mike Clevenger is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
Right fielder.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. On to second goes Hayward. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
So striding in, Chris Bryant. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch.
1-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth.
A man at second with one down, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Look out.
2-0
now.
No strike.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. Ramirez is up with it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting fifth. The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Clevenger has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Schwarber is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
1 ball.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side.
Foul ball.
But this is a foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. 2nd inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Domingo Santana is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And there's ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Now here it comes.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Naquin. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7, the second baseman.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Contreras, a 27-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in. This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
Batting it.
Stepping in, Roberto Perez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit back up the middle, and there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Clevenger is off of first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next will be the pitcher, Greg Maddux.
The pitcher, Greg.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. A little low. It's 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch one more time. He loses him on ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Behind 0-2 now. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Line drive to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Chopped up the line to first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes.
Hey!
Got him.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Javier Baez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Ready on 1 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He stays alive, still 2 and 2. Full count now, 3 and 2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball 3. I got 3-0.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. And the count will be full. Runners on first with 1 down. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3 and 2. A payoff pitch one more time. Grounded down the third baseline, but foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Ready now, Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Play ball. He saved.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Just behind the fastball
No
there.
ball,
2 strikes now. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Count
This is a
1-0.
look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
The count's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubs are on top 2-0.
Tyler.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Up next.
Digging in, Domingo Santana. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So now Carlos Santana. And he fouls this one off. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Wow, I want that one if I'm on the bump. But let's be real, I want all the close ones.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Strike taken up in the zone. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Greg Maddox. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Anthony.
Here comes the first pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Gets dirty and gloves it. He is out. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Game 2 coverage rolls on. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roberto Perez. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Fouled off.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Up top, it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. And this is lined softly to the left side. Foul. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Chris Bryant is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's outside.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
2 strikes.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Hernandez at second, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Oliver Perez enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Javier Baez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch.
Hey!
Runner at first here, one man out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Perez is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. No hits to this point.
Kyle.
He's set, and the pitch.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Naquin's going back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game. Now he's safe at second as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Steven Souza will come on now and pinch run here.
Now running at second base, number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. The matchup numbers with Oliver Perez, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Steven Souza will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. And he is into second as he kicks off the 7th with a leadoff double.
Now batting, third baseman.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Franmil Reyes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
So here's Tyler Naquin. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Again, another foul ball. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Indians leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Phil Maton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Phil Maton.
Last half of the seventh here, and set to go is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
From the stretch.
Aye.
The 0-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
The catcher, number 40.
So coming to the plate, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded at his knees. Touché, sir. And now the Cubs pitcher, Greg Maddux. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Domingo Santana.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
In now, Carlos Santana. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
So now to the plate, Roberto Perez. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Adam Simber will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Sandy Leon will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pulled toward right center field. Naquin's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Naquin's on his horse, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll pull into second with one away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 9.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First offering on its way.
That's outside.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit. Into the box, Sandy Leon. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch.
Hey. Nope, that's down.
And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Now the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Francisco Lindor is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
When you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes.